Welcome back. This is number 3 of the series. So with this exercise series, we're going to be using a stability ball. With the stability ball that I have, it is actually a ballast ball, and it has sand in the bottom of it. So we don't have weights, we don't have any stability balls that have weights in them, but I just want to make sure, so if you hear sand or anything like that, this is a ballast ball, and what you'll be having is a regular stability ball in the group fitness rooms. But the first exercise that we are going to be doing is a plie squat. With this plie squat, your toes are going to be directly out 45-degree angle. Your knees are going to go in the direction of your toes. This one is for the inner thighs. You'll feel this a lot of inner thigh work. So you're going to stand up nice and tall. For the regular squats, what we did is we sat back. For this one, we're going to go straight up and down. So you're going to go straight up and straight down. It is very, very small movement. You don't have to go down all the way. You'll see some people that go all the way down and all the way up. Know that you don't have to do that. Very, very small movement, but just make sure your posture is nice and tall. You're elevated, chest up, and shoulders down away from those ears. Toes are out 45-degree angles, and you're going to go straight down and straight up. Now, how I kind of cue this is you're trying to zip up a tight pair of jeans and focus on the inner thigh. So going straight down, squeeze the inner thigh coming up. Chest does not lean forward. Once again, knees do not go over those toes. So those knees are just in the direction of the toes, going 45-degree angles out. So going straight down and coming straight up. Your legs don't have to be really wide. Okay, the wider they are, the easier it's going to be. But if you're in too close together, those knees are going to end up going over the toes. So they have to be just a little past those hips width apart. And again, 45-degree angle. Very, very important to make sure. So there's the plie squats. With the lateral raise, which is next. The lateral raise is out to the side. You're going to roll those shoulders down away from those ears. Lateral means left and right, so side to side. You're going to go straight out to the side and back down. Now, when I start my movement, my palms are in front of my body. I'm going straight out to the side and back down. What some people do is they take the lateral raise and change it into reverse fly. We are doing both of those exercises in this series to make sure that you know which one is which and where you should be feeling it. With the lateral raise, it is side to side, so you're going straight out to the side and back down. Those elbows are slightly bent. You are not hyper-extending those elbows. They should be nice and bent, straight out to the side and back down. You're also not going all the way up, because that is not how the range of motion of the shoulder joint and shoulder socket. So you're going straight out to the side and back down. Straight out to the side and back down. Soft knees, knees pointed straight forward, abs engaged nice and tight. Should be feeling this in your shoulders for the lateral raise. One-legged deadlift. For this, we are going to drop one weight. Make sure it's away from you so you're not tripping over it. With this, you're going to grab same leg, same arm. With the same leg, same arm, you are going to take one leg straight behind. Option 1, keep that toe behind. Lean over to that knee and come straight back up. You will feel this in your hamstring. So, again, to the side, nice straight back. Option 1 here. Lead with that chest and come straight back up. So one leg from deadlift and come straight back up. We're not doing the regular deadlifts, we're just doing the one-legged. We're not going any further past those knees. Once you start to do a couple, some people might feel comfortable going a little past the knees, but you need to make sure to monitor that they are not going too far past the knees, because what happens is you start to elongate. Oh, this feels very easy, and it starts to get a little easier. Option 2, you can lift that leg, go straight down and straight back up. You can bring that leg through if you'd like. Go straight down and straight up. But that is option 2. That is a very difficult option, but you may have some students that would be able to progress to that level. Next, we are going to a reverse fly. With this reverse fly, you're going to lean over. Before we did a lateral raise, so we were up a little bit. This time with the reverse fly, we are going to lean over just a little bit as we did with the other rows. The reason being is because the gravity, we need to make sure to resist against that gravity when we're using the weights. With this reverse fly, slight bend in those elbows, squeeze those shoulder blades just like you do those rows, and back down. Squeeze and back down. Again, we're hinging at those hips, nice straight back, soft knees, squeeze, and down. A little different than the row because my arms are straighter. They're not all the way straight, they're just slightly straight, and we're bending over, hinging at the hips just like we did with those rows, and down. Don't forget to breathe. Straight line, top of the head, all the way to the bottom of the spinal cord, and that is the reverse fly. We are going now to the stability ball. With the stability ball, we're doing a seated bicep curl. And on the first one, we talked about the seated bicep curl as an option. With the balance ball that I'm currently sitting on, this is a lot easier to stabilize because there's sand in there to be able to not let it move side to side as easily as a stability ball. You may have to practice on the stability ball when you first get started with your classes to make sure that everyone feels comfortable. If they don't feel comfortable, you'll need to make sure to make some modifications so that everyone feels comfortable in the class with the exercises they are doing and don't feel out of place. So, with the seated bicep curl, palms are out to the side. We are engaging our core because we're sitting on the stability ball. Coming straight up, squeezing the top and back down. What is the range of motion of bicep curl? You got it, 135. Come up, squeeze to the top and back down. Good, abs in nice and tight. You may feel this a little bit more in your lower back and in your core, which is what you're supposed to be feeling it with. Good, now with this dumbbell fly, I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me a little better with the dumbbell fly. With the dumbbell fly, I'm going to do the same thing that I did earlier, but I'm going to move this back just a little bit so you can see me in the camera. With the stability ball, you want to make sure that everyone is set properly with a stability ball. When I sit on the stability ball, my legs should be at 90 degrees. That's how you know the stability ball should be that high. When I roll down, yeah, I roll down very easily, but some people may not find it as easy. So you want to practice that rolling down motion of being able to get on the stability ball. Your hips are going to have to be lifted. With people that are not as secure with the stability ball, this may be difficult for them. So again, be patient. Make sure that you are comfortable in teaching them how to do this. If you have questions, let me know. My upper back and head are going to be on the stability ball. My hips are lifted. My core is engaged. My lower back is engaged. My glutes are engaged. And now I'm going to work my chest. So that is one of the ways to be able to set them up for the stability ball. Again, if you have questions, let me know. But I'm going to go into a dumbbell fly here. The more people want to work their abs, they can take it straight out. But it's also going to strain that neck, which is not a good thing. We're going to come up with this fly over that chest and back down. Slight bend in the elbow and back down. Slight bend, wrists are nice and neutral, hips are lifted, they're not here, they're straight up and back down. Neck is supported to prevent any strain or any injury with that neck. Good job. And drop one weight down, keeping those hips lifted. You may need to give them a little bit of a break in between these, depending on how comfortable they feel with different exercises being on the stability ball. But if they're comfortable, you can go on to the tricep extension. With the tricep extension, elbows are in. You're going to go straight up over that head and back down. Straight up over that head and back down. Exhale up and down. So see, I have a straight line from my shoulders all the way to my elbows. Nice neutral wrists, and back down. Good. Now, slowly, carefully, I'm going to grab the stability ball, and I'm going to roll over to my stomach. Again, some people may not feel comfortable on their stomach on the stability ball all the way. So they can just lean over if they want and be on their knees. That's fine. Or you can take it up onto the toes. The further out you go, the more challenging it's going to be for the lower back. For you, as an instructor, you want to be at the very lowest option. You're going to take those hands back. You're going to lift slightly. Do not put that pressure of the hands on your head. This is not a neck exercise. This is a lower back exercise. For people that are not secure, and to start out, I want everyone with their hands on the stability ball. You're going to come straight down. You're going to use those hands to help you lift straight up and back down. Straight up and back down. Once you feel comfortable, as you progress throughout the semester, you can have them take those hands up to give a little more resistance to the lower back. But from the start, everyone needs to be just using that lower back for an extension. Legs are, they're not lifted, obviously they can't be, but legs are on the ground, up and down. Good. Last exercise here on our back, so we're going to move everything away here. Grab that mat. And we're going to a glute raise. So on your back, we're going to do a bridge. So this is going to engage your core, lower back, glutes, quads. Hands are to your side. You're going to come straight up. Now, what I don't want to see is this. Okay? I don't want to see just the pelvic thrust. I want to see the whole entire body lifting. Everything we talked about is in that straight line. Slow movement, toes, knees pointed straight forward, coming up and going down. Slow, slow, slow movement up and slow movement down. Good. Squeeze to the top and back down.